The atmosphere have vibes, and nothing can break it up.
Hi everybody and welcome. It's me, Leston Paul, creator, founder and blogger of Creative Diversity of Trinidad and Tobago. Today it's a privilege to actually have Ria Ali, the one and only and talented actress and actor of Trinidad and Tobago. She has been performing theatre for the last, how many years?
5 years.
Okay, so let's welcome Ria Ali.
Hi everyone.
Good. So Ria, we want to get to know everything about you, right? Because, you know, I've seen some shows with you and I really want to know all about you, right? I know recently you've done Scandal.
Yes, Scandal was my latest, latest production that I did with RR and RS Production.
Okay, so give us a rundown about what Scandal was about, because, you know, I haven't had a chance to see what Scandal is about. I know that there is a series in the United States
Yes,
that is Scandal, and I know we Trinidadians, we have our own Trini twist and a lot of things,
Yes.
and we make everything our own because we're very creative like that, right? So tell me, what was it about?
Well, Scandal was basically very much a little bit like the series in the States,
Yes.
where that particular series of course looks at the Oval Office
Yes.
and the media manager and how
Yeah.
she operates with the president and so on. In this particular case it was a media manager and how she has to work with the Prime Minister here,
Yes.
and some of the other characters that would work behind the scenes
Yeah.
with the Prime Minister. So of
Okay.
course it kind of dealt a little bit with the corruption and things that happen behind closed doors
Yeah.
that we the public
Doesn't
don't
see.
necessarily get to see.
Oh, that's good. That's really good. That's an interesting intake onto actually Scandal Trini scene. So, is there going to be another rerun of it soon?
We're not for the rest of this year, because
For the rest.
usually, yes, theatre usually closes off by November.
Yes.
So maybe next year we'll see what happens, or maybe we'll come with something new.
Oh, well, that's good. I'm looking forward to it because I've missed Scandal and I really needed to go and see Scandal. Don't kill me, people, right? I was kind of a little bit busy. I do apologize, but I really have to come and see Scandal. So, we want to get to know more about Ria, right? And some other plays that you have done. I know that you've done like 9
Yes.
different
Or
plays.
9 plays and all, yes.
Yes. And how was the experience?
Well, it was great.
It was great.
Yes.
Uh,
I mean, the cast members are so much fun.
Yes.
That it doesn't feel like work.
Okay.
The whole experience with getting to meet all sorts of different actors who have
Yes.
done a number of plays before. Some of them who maybe knew like myself, and
Yes.
we could learn from each other.
How you learn from each other, that's good. And being in an acting environment, you learn from each other and you learn to grow as well, even in your
Yes.
daily life, right? So, all right, I want to ask some other questions. Things like, have you ever visualized yourself becoming an actress or an actor in Trinidad and Tobago?
No, I did not visualize myself becoming an actress initially at all.
True.
So it really was a friend of mine who had been asked to do the first role that
Yes.
I did, which was in Men Are Dogs, and she was unable to do it.
Yes.
And for some reason, she just thought of me and she told the producer, I know someone and I think you should call her and let her come to the reading. So she called me and she said, would you like to do a play? And I said, no. Never done any acting before, wasn't involved in the theatre scene or anything like
Yes.
that. And I went anyway, did the reading, and then that was it. I got the parts, and from since then it's just been year after year.
Year after year, wow, that's really good, that's exciting. So, you've never actually planned to become an actress and
No.
actor, you just actually fall into the category.
Fell into it, totally.
Wow. So, a lot of people like myself probably would have done little courses in acting and stuff like that. You haven't had none of that.
No, only when I was doing my first degree many years ago in literature, we had one course, and half of the course was doing acting, theatre. But I mean, it was a very, very small part of
Yes.
the course, so it basically was just for one semester,
Yeah.
and that was the only course ever.
Oh, nice,
And
nice.
that was clear over 10 years ago. So, yeah.
Alright, so is that you telling me your age there or something?
No, of course not.
So people, this is Ria, right? So we try to get down into, we Trinity people, we are very much fast and we like to know everything about people. And this is our actress, our local talent, so we like to know more, right? So I want to ask, where were you born? Where did you grow up in Trinidad and Tobago?
Born in Trinidad and Tobago. The first few years of my life, I actually grew up in East Trinidad.
Yes.
So Trinity area and so on.
Yeah.
But then when I was about 7 years old, I moved to Port of Spain area and been here ever since.
So Port of Spain, so you're close to everything.
Close everything.
Do you play carnival?
No. Yes, I do.
So you play carnival 2015?
I'm not playing next
2015.
year. I'm thinking, I played for many, many years and now I'm looking towards traveling instead.
Okay, that's good. You're able to explore and able to
Yes.
see things.
I think we've done the carnival thing.
We've
and
done the
now time
carnival
to
stuff. Okay, lovely. So, but who was actually? I know that you're not playing carnival, but who is your favorite band that you like playing with, or you don't have a favorite band?
I always play with Bliss.
With
I used to
Bliss.
play with Tribe initially, then I moved across to Bliss, and always a Bliss girl.
You know, this is kind of a better thing. I interviewed someone only recently, and they like playing with Bliss and Tribe, right? I'm not a Tribe fan here,
That's where all
right?
the vibes are.
Hint, hint, right?
Vibes is.
All right, so we're moving on. We want to find out some other things, right, about her. What was like your childhood like growing up? Like your siblings? Are you the only child?
Only child.
Only child.
Yes.
So you're a spoiled baby.
Spoiled baby. And I basically was a reader.
You were a reader.
Yes, I love to read, and I
Yes.
spent most of my childhood reading, and right now that's basically what I ended up doing with my life, because my
Yes.
career is a literature teacher.
Okay.
And that's what I've been doing. So.
Okay, that's very interesting, because you know what, we realize that reading, a lot of people don't like reading these days, and
No.
even in Trinidad and Tobago. And you know, I wouldn't even say this is only Trinidad, but I've seen this around the world. People tend not to read, and they don't like reading at all. And you know, it's good to see young people like yourself who are actually still involved into the whole reading aspect.
Yes, and even with teaching, sometimes it really is a performance that
Yeah.
you're putting on in class to
Exactly.
get them interested a lot.
Yes, you know, and somewhere I was reading that, and you know, they were saying that in life, everyone is actors,
Yes.
right? Because as a teacher, you have to perform every day to able to engage your students one-on-one every day, and you have to put on a performance there. As a doctor as well, there's a performance, and there's also
Yes.
a creativity that's going on there, right? Even though people may not consider it an artwork or as an artist, as a doctor, but there is, because when you become a surgeon, you know, it's all about art
It's a
form,
skill.
right?
It's a
Exactly. And you're very much correct, right? So, you know, we're listening here to Ria, and it's very interesting, and I'm very much pleased that I actually have the opportunity, right? So we're going to ask a few more questions before we end this, because I know she have taken some time off to actually do this interview, all right? And you see she's looking beautiful as ever. She's all dandied up and stuff. Like me, she's going to tell me, you know, that, you know, she's going to look, but this is her natural look. Right, so in case you're stalking her and stuff, just expect this, right? Good. So I want to know, is there anybody that you actually aspired as actor that you would want to work with, or you admire in the field in Trinidad and Tobago?
In terms of admiring someone in the field, well, there are two people.
Yes.
Another castmate of mine who actually started acting the same time
Yeah.
as I had, or as I did, but she was in theatre from before as a stage manager, which is Leslie and Levy.
Yes.
And I mean, she really, you know, encompasses, she approaches all of her characters with
Yes.
such zeal.
Yeah.
And she really, you know, tries to encompass the character so much, you know,
Yeah.
she really becomes the
Yeah.
character. And just that dedication and work that she puts in
Yeah.
beforehand to really assess who is this character. I mean, I always admire her for that.
Exactly.
You know,
Exactly.
another person I admire greatly too is, of course, Cecilia Zalazar.
Yes.
I mean, she's fantastic. You know, and every time you see her in a role, you know, she is so believable.
Yes.
You know, you really accept that she is this person.
Exactly.
You know, in terms of having to work with someone, I've never had the honor of working with Penelope Spencer as yet.
Yes.
So I suppose if there's anyone out there that I
Good
want to
one.
work with locally, it will be Penny.
Okay, so Penelope, if you're listening to this, just know exactly that you really want to work with you. So the next script that you probably write in, write a part in for her, right? Yes, exactly, right? Talented, young, and beautiful, right? You don't have to go looking anyway. You have her right here. Good, but I understand what you're saying with Leslie and Cecilia, because I've worked with all three of you in one
Yes.
play, which was Eat a Food, and it was so good to actually meet each one of you. Your role was different and your character was different. However, with Leslie, this was the first time I was actually meeting her, and I was like, oh my god, this girl, she is probably mean, or she doesn't like me or something. But
She's in character.
she's in character, and you know,
character.
you know, when I've actually realized that is when we've done like our third show, and then I realized, oh my god, this is not because she doesn't like you or anything like that. It doesn't take it anything personal. This is just her character.
Yes.
And with Cecilia, it was like a total different person. She's very nice with you, and then all of a sudden she can totally turn this diva.
As she gets into her role, she goes with her role.
You know, and I can see why you really admire these people, and you know, they're very much people that you can really aspire to be
Yes.
as young actors, right? So we want to ask some secret. We want to find out some secrets from this young woman, right? What is some of your secrets? I know this is very uncomfortable with you. I have secret as well. Things I probably can't share on the top here, but I'll share one of my secrets that I think that I really like. I like seafood, plenty seafood.
That
right?
is not a secret.
Why is that not a secret?
That's not a big secret.
But that's a big secret. People don't know I like seafood.
They do now.
Well, exactly. So tell me, what is like some of yours? What is secret that you want to share with me or share with somebody? This is the first place you're ever going to talk about.
let's see. I always wanted to be a writer.
You always want to be
Well,
a writer?
not, I mean, I write,
Yes.
but I always want to be a published writer.
A published writer.
So yes, I haven't gotten around to getting that done as yet.
Yeah.
But I think if it would be anything that I would
Yeah.
say that I really wanted to really do,
Yeah.
it would be that.
It would be, a published writer. And that would be in what genre of writing?
Poetry as well as short stories.
Oh, nice. Poetry. But recently, I know, was it, correct me if I'm wrong, was it Naipaul? Mr. Naipaul was one of our poetry writer or
Well,
was short story?
More novels.
More novels.
Yes.
Okay.
But,
So,
you know, we have so many great poets in Trinidad right now,
Yeah.
and we've kind of moved on into the realm of the spoken word poetry.
Okay.
You know, so there are people such as Muhammad,
Yeah.
you know, and so there are people who, the face of people out there right now who are really trying to bring poetry and spoken word to the youth.
Okay.
You know, so it's really fantastic that we're getting a new growth in that right
yes.
now.
So therefore I can look forward to seeing some of your poems very much soon, that you start
I
writing your
hope
stuff and
so.
start publishing and be able to come and share with us
Yes.
another episode of Creative Diversity of Trinidad and Tobago and be able to share us some of your work, right? Guys, you'll be interested in that, right? Say yes. Right? Alright, so we want to find out one last thing just before we close off, right? What advice would you give to young actors and actresses coming up in the field? Like myself, who wants to be Brad Pitt, Trini Brad Pitt, but can't be Trini Brad Pitt. What advice would you give to a young person?
But I mean, nowadays there's so many different areas available to people.
Yeah.
You know, social media is the biggest one. So you can follow any of these production companies online. You can actually really look up to see, you know, when are they having castings, when is it all available. You know, so there's so much out there for people now to really
Yeah.
find out how to pursue their goal of acting. You know, and
Okay.
just don't give up. You know,
Okay.
keep going to castings. Keep really, you know, just trying,
Yes.
and you know, going for all the different characters. You never know. Even though they may say they want a particular look,
Yeah.
you may go and you may totally knock it out of the park, and then, you know, that's it.
That's
so
it.
just don't give up. Keep
So-
trying.
Okay, well, I'm going to look out for all these different casting calls and I'm going to probably go and see if I can probably get my main role as Trini Brad Pitt or something. Right? Oh, that was really good advice to give young people, right? So young people, you're listening to this, you know that she's been very successful over the last couple of years, being a Trini, a local actress, and she's done 9 different stage plays and they have all been successful, and you all can be the same person that she is today, but just be able to follow your dreams as well, right? So Ria, thank you so very much for
thank you
actually
very
having this
much.
interview. Oh, it's such a pleasure to actually have you on Creative Diversity of Trinidad and Tobago, and I'm sure the audience will be very much grateful of actually seeing your work and seeing, knowing who you are. And I know they're going to be able to follow you now, not stalking her, right?
No, that's okay. But thank you very much to Creative Diversity for having me here today, and thank you guys, and you know, you can look out for more.
Exactly, right? So just for now, we'll say hi and we'll see her again another time later down the Creative Diversity blog. We'll be able to see her again, right? Featuring on us, right? So for now, we'll just say bye.
Bye guys.
We gonna party all night, all night. 24 parties we hit in a row. Tonight at the very last show. Before we head out on the road, the girl them a release the load. So let me see your hands up, so everybody know, put your hands up, so if you're ready for the road, let your friend them know. We're ready for the road.